Okay, testing, and looks like we are live. So yes, here it is. I'm Shockwave984, and today is going to be my rankings for all of the DCEU and MCU films. Mostly just ranking it from, I guess you could say, like in terms of like enjoyment, not necessarily from like best to worst or worst to best or anything like that. Just kind of ranking them because I did get asked about this a while back, and I did want to go ahead and do a video like this. And now that I can do the live stream on my phone, it's easier to do now. So, all right. So, first up, we're going to start out with the DCEU films. There are 8 of them total. So, with that, let's go ahead and get started. But first off, this is all just, personal, opinions, feelings. And also, feel free to leave your list for both the DCEU and MCU films. What do you rate them at? Be curious to know. Feel free to leave them in the comment section below. All right. So, first up, is going to be the DC films. So let me just get them all ready here. Okay. So I guess we'll start from the bottom and then just work our way up to the top. But this doesn't necessarily mean that ones are certainly more bad than the others. It's all kind of opinion. Hey, hello, Vincent. All right, so first up we have, now there might be kind of a delay. I decided to do it like this, that way I could show all the covers and stuff. So this is a steelbook for Justice League. This one was okay, but they're definitely, like you could tell this was done by 2 people. Unfortunately, Zack Snyder had a very tragic incident happen with a member of his family, and yeah, it's really messed up. Then Josh Whedon came in. Of course, he did the Avengers films, I believe the first 3, and yeah. So Justice League. Hopefully the new one is better. I've seen some footage of it. Apparently, it's going to be on HBO Max. We don't have that yet, so I'm not sure if we're going to purchase it just for that. But yeah, Justice League. Definitely one of those that could have been a lot better. Then also they did some things to Superman in here that were kind of weird, where he's not really in it that much. I think they cut out a bunch of his stuff or something. But yeah, Justice League to start out with. All right, next up we have Birds of Prey. Yeah, see, it's kind of stuttering. So luckily the covers are coming in nice and clear. This one was all right. This one's pretty much coming off of Suicide Squad, and yeah, you have once again you have Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I think she does a really good job and stuff. This one was okay. It does kind of seem like to me they're kind of trying a little too hard with the comedy and stuff, especially in the beginning, in a way. But I do like the cast and stuff. This one was an all right film. So yeah, curious to see if she's gonna get another like solo film. And next up, which was where Margot Robbie comes from as Harley Quinn, Suicide Squad. Definitely recommend the extended cut for this one and Batman v Superman. They both have their ups and downs, both the theatrical and the extended cuts. Excuse me, burping there. This one, I think it's another one of those where it just could have been a lot better. They do some things with the Joker, Jared Leto. I thought he was fine. There's just some kind of odds and ends about this. Then you hear about how this film was edited and stuff like that. Because there's some scenes that just seem like they don't quite go together. But yeah, Suicide Squad, fine. Pretty cool. Okay, the next after that, looking at Man of Steel. This is the one that started the new DCEU films. And then, of course, Batman v Superman, and then so on. Of course, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. And Man of Steel, this was fine. You have Henry Cavill, who I think is returning as Superman. I think, because I know there was a thing with him and Ben Affleck where they were leaving as, Batman and Superman. But I think he's back now. Yeah, of course, I'm not sure what's happening. Well, I think they're finishing the new Justice League, the Snyder cut. So curious to see what's going to happen with that. This one being the start of it, I thought it was fine. But yeah, there are some things with it that's kind of weird. I thought Zod was cool. I like the actor they got for him, and I think it was Michael Shannon. Yeah, so Man of Steel, definitely different. You could tell that this was going for like a more kind of darker kind of tone, which is kind of the thing until you get to like say Suicide Squad, Shazam, Harley Quinn. Then it starts to lighten up a little bit. So yeah, Man of Steel. All right. Next one is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Uh, Definitely recommend the ultimate yeah, the extended cut edition of this. It definitely kind of fills in some things because the theatrical one is just you can tell some things were cut out. This one, I missed out on this in theater. I didn't see it. A couple of my brothers and our cousin went to go see it, and I eventually saw it after when we picked it up. And yeah, this one was everywhere. I remember seeing bits of the trailer, but it wasn't until afterward, and they kind of gave away a lot of stuff. kind of. Dawn of Justice is yeah, it's another one of those where probably could have been way better than it was. Of course, they have a certain character that appears that does fights with Superman, and some things happen. And of course, Superman makes his return in another film. But that was kind of weird because it's kind of like you put a major kind of villain that could have been in his own movie, like Man of Steel 2 or something like that, or maybe even a third one. So yeah, but this one, Gal Gadot or Gadot, I think it's Gadot, as Wonder Woman is great. Ben Affleck is really good as Batman. The warehouse fight scene is awesome. That was great. His parts were really good. Of course, you have Jeremy Irons as Alfred. I thought he was great. You have Lex in here. That he was all right. It was kind of weird. They went for kind of like I think a younger Lex Luthor. But yeah, Batman v Superman. I recommend the longer extended version. Definitely fills up some stuff. All right, so we're down to the last three. Next up, we have Aquaman. Jason Momoa, really good as his character, as Aquaman himself. At least his name's Arthur. Yeah, and this was fun. I saw this in theater. Of course, you have Aquaman, you have Ocean Master, you have his mother, who's like the queen, pretty much, and then he is born on the land, where he gets when he goes to Atlantis. People are like, "Who is this guy? Wait, this is the heir to the throne. This is a prince." Then yeah, this one was pretty good. This is pretty much right after Justice League because they do mention Mara mentions that you helped defeat Steppenwolf and stuff. So yeah, Aquaman was pretty fun. Thought it was kind of lighten up things too. It still has dark elements, but also there's some pretty nice comedy in here. You also have Dolph Lundgren. He appears in here as well. You have Willem Dafoe plays like his teacher and stuff. So pretty good, pretty cool film. The 4K is great though. Really good. Yeah, 4K Blu-ray. Got to see it in IMAX too. That was really good. All right, and next up we have Shazam. This is the regular Blu-ray with the lenticular. Go ahead and switch it for you guys there. This was a very big change in tone. You do have some dark stuff, but this is definitely going for more of the comedy and stuff like that, which is a very warm welcome, considering how the DCEU starts out pretty dark, kind of morose. But this really lightened things up, and I really like that. That change was really cool. And this film overall, I thought was pretty good. Like the casting, that the Billy Batson, you have Asher Angel, you have Zachary Levi, who plays like the older, he plays Shazam himself when he changes form, and the story is actually pretty sad when you find out more about Billy Batson and who he's trying to find pretty much in the beginning of the movie. And yeah, it's pretty sad. It does have like a pretty good story to it. And there is like a little cameo in here with a certain character, which I thought was fun at the end. And yeah, I was curious to see what's going to happen with Shazam. Is there going to be another one? Is he going to appear in like a team up film, especially with what happens at the end? So yeah, Shazam. All right, and then last up for the DCEU films is Wonder Woman. Very, very good film. Gal Gadot does a really good job with this. You also have Kirk from the Star Trek films. He stars in here. He's like the love interest, like the soldier that she meets. And yeah, it's pretty much her during the World Wars, I think. I think it's World War Two. Yeah. And of course, Wonder Woman has another film. I believe it's what is it, 1984? I think it's the title. And yeah, definitely want to see that. I do like what they did with the Amazonians and stuff in here. Get to know more about them. And then of course the main villain. There is some things at the end that make there's some things in the movie that are kind of wonky, but I thought they did a really good job at a new attempt at a just something with Wonder Woman in general. Her introduction in Batman v Superman I thought was really good. And in here, she does a great job. So Wonder Woman, and that pretty much does it for my DCEU movie ranking. So this is all just personal opinion. So I'll go ahead and show you guys. So we went from the bottom all the way to the top, and then here they are. So I just decided to pick just the basic versions to show. So yeah, feel free to let me know. What do you guys think? What is your list for the DCEU? How would you guys rank them? All right, so now we are on to the big MCU rankings list. So this is 23 films. So let's go ahead and get started. So we'll start from the bottom and then just work our way up. First up, we have this is the Loki cover for Thor Dark World. We do also have the Thor edition. This is a 3D Blu-ray digital. This took a while to find, but finally found it. This one it wasn't really too bad. I do like how they make this more of a key point in the MCU, especially with what happens in Endgame and stuff like that. I think even in Infinity War, there is some mentions. But especially with Endgame, with what they did in the scene in there, with Thor and his mother, of course Loki, and yeah, it's really cool stuff. Jane, that was a key point. So yeah, Thor: Dark World. Looking back at it, this is a pretty cool movie. I thought it was fun. Definitely different. I think this is still early on in the MCU, yeah, because you could tell they're kind of experimenting a little bit, trying to set things up. So yeah. Gaming Boy Hayden Vo, hi. Oh, hey, how's it going? All right. Excuse me. So the next one is the Incredible Hulk. This is the Edward Norton of Liv Tyler. Sorry about that. Tim Roth and William Hurt version, because there was another one with I believe it was Kenneth Branagh. I think it was. And Nick Nolte, yeah. So this is the lenticular. I found this used several times. We also have the steelbook for it too, and it is in a green case. This one was pretty good, especially coming off the what was it? It's the Ang Lee version, which you could tell that was very more like a comic booky kind of film. This one is actually you could tell there's kind of being more serious with it in a way, but it is still a really good like comic film and stuff. Definitely gotta hand it to Edward Norton. I thought he did a good job as the Hulk, and Abomination was pretty cool. I thought their battle was nice, and yeah, just curious to see what's gonna happen with the Hulk, because you have the Kenneth Branagh version, you have the Norton one, then you have Mark Ruffalo. Not sure if he's coming back to do it. So yeah, just kind of wondering if we're ever going to get another Hulk film. I would love to see one. Unfortunately, I think the rights belong to Universal. I think, yeah. So I don't think DC slash or no, Disney slash Marvel owns the rights to the Hulk. So that's why I think it's been kind of weird. But yeah, Incredible Hulk. Next up, we have Iron Man 3. And this was certainly different. Tony, it's not really like he's still Iron Man in this one, but it definitely kind of goes for a different tone in a lot of ways. He kind of doesn't really armor up that much in this film. But that's not to say that the film's like terrible. Yeah, this is certainly kind of different. I think it's more like the fall of Tony Stark, I think, because at first, you have the rise, and then of course you have like the big fall. So I think that's kind of what they were doing. And also, this was not done by the same guy. I think it was done by someone else who did the first two, or who didn't do the first two. So yeah, you definitely notice a change with this one. But Iron Man 3, looking back at it, it's fine. But not sure if anything really comes back from this film that goes on. So I mean, you do have Pepper Potts and stuff. Don Cheadle as Rhodes, and yeah. So Iron Man 3. Next up, we have the original Thor film. This is a 3D limited edition. Finally found this after a while. Got a while back, and the original Thor film I thought was really good. It definitely has like a really cool story to it. Thor does something and he probably shouldn't have or tried to do, and he loses everything, and it's him trying to work his way back up. And I thought it was pretty cool. The original Thor, William Hemsworth does a really good job, or Chris Hemsworth, I'm sorry. Chris Hemsworth does a really good job as Thor, especially later on when you get to Ragnarok and stuff. So, yeah, this is still like kind of the more kind of, what is it? I would say like more kind of Shakespearean kind of Thor in a way. That's pretty much what they were going for. Eventually he gets changed up. So, Thor, the original film, pretty good. All right, so next up is Iron Man 2. So this is kind of like the start, or in a way, it's like you had the beginning with Iron Man 1. Tony's already, up there. He falls a little bit, that he comes back. And this one, he's back on top again. Kind of has a fall at the same time, has to deal with some things. And, eventually, he gets back to, how he was and stuff. So, and then I think it's mostly like what I said with the third one. The third one's like the real big fall. And then this is kind of like your start of it in a way, like your middle film. This one I don't think did very well when it came out. I think this one and the third one didn't. But this was okay. Iron Man 2, looking back at it, I think because this is the one with Whiplash. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah, you have Whiplash and stuff. And then Rhodes, War Machine, which I thought was cool. I really like what they do with the suits and stuff. So Iron Man 2. Next up, we have Captain Marvel. This is a basic 4K edition. This film is all right. There is definitely something, especially with the some of the I would say the dialogue. I'd say her chemistry with Samuel Jackson. I thought was fine. He's really great. As Nick Fury, get to see him younger. I think they used de-aging technology for that, so that was pretty cool. You get to see him and his partner, and then as they meet Carol Danvers, who eventually becomes, Captain Marvel and stuff. So yeah, I think it's definitely more with the story that's kind of like okay, and then with the way some of the characters are portrayed, the scrolls really good. I really like the designs of the scrolls, and then of course when they change shape to get in disguise and stuff, I thought that was nice. And you have Jude Law in here. He's like her like commander, kind of like teacher, trying to teach her self-control and stuff. So yeah, Captain Marvel, pretty decent, pretty cool film. All right, next up we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This one finally found the 4K with the cover, and it even came with the poster that's back here. So yeah, you get like a little poster. This film wasn't too bad, but it definitely kind of did some things where it's like, oh, okay, I'm wondering, is this gonna carry on through other movies? Some character you do eventually lose some characters. Not gonna say who, uh, but or well, me characters around the Guardians. But yeah, I still love the cast though. The casting is great. I think currently James Gunn, not sure if it's recently, but a while ago was saying that he's not going to do the third one without I think it was Drax. I think it was Dave Batista. Or just without the original cast in general, because he is doing Suicide Squad, another one for DC. So yeah, and then he's doing the third one of this. But Volume 2 was alright. I do like Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell was great. I thought he was awesome. Bradley Cooper, Vin Diesel do a good job as Groot and Rocket. Dave Bautista is great. Zoe Saldana. Just the whole cast in general. Chris Pratt. Yeah, Volume 2. Sorry. Next up, we have Black Panther. And right off the bat, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. That was very, very sad to hear. I remember that I think it was Tyrone Magnus. He's a YouTuber as well. Really good. Check out his stuff. Did a video where I think he showed, or Boseman did like I think a live stream or interview or something, and he looked really thin and stuff. And he kind of came out and called it. I think other people did as well. As like, okay, something is wrong with this guy, and then apparently he had a condition, and it's really sad, losing Boseman, because now I'm wondering what's going to happen with Black Panther. Of course, you have Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger. He did an amazing job in this as a villain, and his motivations, you understand it, like you get it. Seeing where he came from, compared to where everybody else came from. Isaac, hi, how's it going, man? And yeah, I just curious to see what's gonna happen with Black Panther now. But this film, I got to see this in theater. Of course, this broke a bunch of records. This was a really big deal when it came out, and for good reason. And Black Panther, still pretty decent film. It does have some things that are kind of wonky, especially some of the CGI is kind of off. But for what they did, I think it's fine. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Also, what's your guys' favorite film with him in it? I know I picked up Get On Up for our dad, because he really loved that film, and he is great in that. So, all right. Next up, so this might be kind of a long one, guys. But still, having fun with it. Next up is Ant-Man and the Wasp. This is the 4K lenticular. Very nice. Got this on sale. This one was pretty interesting. I think it kind of came out at kind of a weird time, though. I think the timing for this was kind of off, man, because I'm not sure how well this did. I think it did okay. War Effect, hi, keep up the awesome reviews. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm having fun, man. Definitely having fun. And this one, I like what they did, though. Definitely going for more of the comedy. I think say more so than the first film. You do have some serious stuff, though, that goes on in here. You have another character, who can go through like walls and stuff. I thought that was interesting. Z-Man, hi. Hey, how's it going? And, Ant-Man and the Wasp, pretty decent film, though. I think it might have been just the timing, because we had a real big, what was it? Was it Infinity War that came out? I think it was Infinity War. Yeah. Infinity War came out, and then this was like after that or shortly after. So it kind of tells you where, what he was doing and stuff. So yeah, I think it's kind of the timing kind of made it off. Isaac, my favorite MCU is Avengers Endgame, and keep to doing go. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna keep going. So Ant-Man and the Wasp, awesome. And next up, we have the original Ant-Man. So yes, I do have them together. Still really love this first one. This was definitely an experiment. Z-Man, have you done a James Bond video? No, but I do plan on to. I do plan on doing that. Thank you for that reminder. So I will do that. I'm trying to see whether I should do it in a live stream format. I think I will. That way you guys can see the collections we have. So yeah, Ant-Man, love this one. This is definitely when MCU were starting to experiment with other heroes and stuff, and this one was really good. Like Guardians of the Galaxy, when they came out with that, I was like, wow, that was pretty good. And this one was good too. Ant-Man, yeah, really awesome. Paul Rudd is great. You have Evangeline Lilly. You have Michael Pena, Michael Douglas. Really good cast too. This one was fun to watch, especially with all the shrinking and stuff and the ants. There's even something with Thomas the Tank Engine. I thought that was funny. All right. Next up is Doctor Strange. Have you done a 20 Fox collection? What is that? 20 Fox collection. I'm not sure what that is. Feel free to let me know. Yeah. So here's Doctor Strange. This one was all right. I think the main thing with this is that it kind of goes by kind of quick. Once I like the beginning of it where it establishes, Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, and he's kind of full of himself. He only picks like the tough cases, something that'll give him a challenge, and he wants to keep a record going. And then this accident happens, and he damages the most important part, which is his hands. And I love that aspect of it. He even tells people like, you should have let me do it. I would have been able to fix myself. This is a pretty serious story when you think about it. Have you done a night AR? I'm not sure what that is, dude. Yeah. But yeah, pretty cool. Doctor Strange, once he gets his training, though, once it gets going, it goes by kind of quick, and he just kind of, boom, he's Doctor Strange in a way. But I do like Benedict Wong as his associate. You have Mads Mikkelsen as like the main villain, Tilda Swinton as like the ancient one, Rachel McAdams. You have, let me see if I can say this, Ajayafor, Chiwetel Ejiofor. I hope I'm not butchering that name. But yeah, the cast for this was pretty good. I thought Doctor Strange was great. I thought Benedict Cumberbatch is really good. Really good. Great casting. Oh, Night at the Museum. I don't know if we have those films. I have to look. I don't think we do. Because it's just a 2. I'm going to have to look, man. All right. So next up, we have the first Guardians of the Galaxy film. Very, very good. Love this movie. I was trying to find this 3D cover. Now I can find it pretty much used all the time now. Especially since the Steelbooks came out. And then, people were selling like their old copies. And it's a really nice cover. This was great. Another example of the MCU experimenting, Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't know very much about them, like at all. I have seen like some comics, kind of about them, but then there's also different Guardians of the Galaxy comics, like with different characters and stuff, not just these ones. So, but for what they did with this, it is great. Really, really good. Love this movie. Awesome. Guardians of the Galaxy, the original one. All right, so we are getting down to I believe the final 10 here. Next up is Captain America. So here is the first Avenger. This is the first film. So actually we are on, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4, 8, 12. Okay, so here is 13. Have we done a Schwarzenegger collection? No, not yet. Definitely not yet. So Captain America, the first Avenger. So this is really good. I really like what they did with this. I thought the casting was really good. Home Alone? No. You have Hugo Weaving as the Red Skull. Chris Evans. casted as Captain America, and he just did an amazing job. Very, very good. Of course, you have his love interest. You have Bucky. You have Tommy Lee Jones is like the commander in here. He's pretty cool. Of course, you have Agent Carter, who was awesome. Of course, she went on to have her own show, and she even makes an appearance in Endgame, which was really cool. Love that scene in Endgame. So we'll get there. And Captain America, First Avenger, really good. All right. So next up, Thor Ragnarok. So this is the Blu-ray 3D. This is actually like a Region 2 set. What is your favorite? Oh, who is your favorite MCU character? Oh man, that's tough. Oh gosh, don't know, man. I don't know yet. I'll tell you what. I'll answer at the end, and then what's your favorite movie? I'll answer at the end. Okay, so Thor Ragnarok. This was very, very fun. This is when they started to change up Thor and go for a more comedic, more fun version of him, and it was great. Thor Ragnarok is awesome. Jeff Goldblum is amazing as what is it? The Grandmaster. You have, of course, Loki. You have Valkyrie. Oh my gosh, Idris Elba's in here. Kate Blanchett as Hela, Tom Hiddleston, Chris Hemsworth, Carl Urban. You have the director, Anthony Hopkins, of course, plays Thor and Loki's father. The director, Taika Waititi, also plays Korg, the Rock dude. He is awesome. Really, really good. And Thor Ragnarok, awesome film. Also looks good in 3D too. Not bad. Okay, so we are on to the best Marvel movies: Guardians of the Galaxy, Deadpool 1, Spider-Man, Homecoming. That's it. Oh, nice. Okay, so 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Wait, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 16. Okay. All right, I was just kind of counting, guys, to see where we're at. All right. So now get into more of the team up kind of films. Next up, we have Age of Ultron. This is with the red case. And this one was not bad considering how well the first one did. This was okay. It was actually pretty cool. My favorite character for MCU is Hulk. Good choice. Hulk was awesome. I thought Mark Ruffalo was great. Even Edward Norton was good. Who do you prefer better, Ed? Do you like Ruffalo or Norton? Age of Ultron, awesome. I love what they did with Ultron. James Spader is great as that character. Just the way he speaks, the lines he has, you can tell he's just having so much fun with it. Of course, you have Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Hemsworth, Robert Downey Jr., the whole cast, Nick Fury, Samuel Jackson, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, and just really, really good casting. Of course, you have Scarlet Witch, and you also have Quicksilver in here. Mark Ruffalo, awesome. And Age of Ultron. All right. So now we are down to the So that was numbers 8 and 9. No. 10 and 9. Okay, so now we're down to the top 8. So Thor Ragnarok is 10. Age of Ultron is 9. So now here is 8. I forgot to mention numbers, but I'm just having fun with it. So here is number 8. Spider-Man Far From Home. This was pretty cool. I like what they did with this. It goes on a trip. It's away from New York, which is I think pretty cool. It's in like a different location. What is your favorite Marvel movie? Oh, I'll get to that. Don't worry. I'll talk about it at the end. And along my favorite character, Far From Home. I like what they did with this. I missed half of the video because I went skateboarding. Oh, don't worry. Now this might take a while to upload. Like the last Q&A I didn't upload till like real late at night. So just stay tuned, guys. But I think you can still watch it while it's processing. I think so. I did check it. It's not like an error or anything. It just takes a while. I think depending on how long it is. So all right. So Far From Home, because you have what is it, Night Monkey? I think that's this for. That's a costume. You have Mysterio. What do you guys think of Mysterio in this? And all the villains in the MCU, all the heroes and stuff. I thought he was okay in here. I like what they did with like the illusions and stuff. Uh, the love interest thing, I thought that was okay. And Spider-Man, he goes through some pretty deep stuff in here. Far From Home. There is a great appearance by a certain character from the Raimi Spider-Man films. At the end, it is awesome. It is really great. What is your favorite Spider-Man? Ooh, I still like Spider-Man 2, but I also love Homecoming. To answer your question, yeah. And then, but Far From Home, I thought this was pretty good. Looks great at 4K too. I did eventually pick up the Steelbook. It actually came back in stock. So, and especially with the way this movie ended, I'm wondering what's going to happen with this character now. So, yeah. All right. So that was number 8. Here is number 7. Homecoming. So, yeah, I put these two kind of together. Really love this first one. Bringing back Spider-Man or bringing him into the MCU. Really, really awesome. There you have Iron Man. He's kind of like his mentor. It's like his teacher. Kind of jokes around with Aunt May quite a bit. And this was cool. Tom Holland. I didn't know that he's is he Australian? No, I think he's British. I think, yeah. That was really cool. I'm excited for Spider-Man 3. Definitely, I want to see that too. But yeah, Homecoming was really good. Very welcome. Loved. I'm going to turn this upside down. That looks cool. Loved Michael Keaton as the Vulture. Great casting. That scene where he's in the car when he's taking his daughter to the was it the prom? Yeah, and where he's talking to him and he gets all serious. That was a scary moment. Michael Keaton is great. He is awesome. He's playing the Vulture. Especially knowing he played Batman as well in the Tim Burton, the 80, what is it, the 89 film? Yeah. Awesome movie. So Homecoming, number 7. All right. So number 6. Captain America, Civil War. This was definitely a big kind of experiment. Now, I think the comic had already been out. I think, or it just got released. I think it had already come out and did its thing, I think. And I think even because of this, I think they made a Civil War 2 because of this film, or I think they made it before the movie actually came out. Have I done a Batman video? Yes, I have. Yeah, feel free to check those out. Did like a couple of them. And yeah, Civil War, the heroes battling each other. If you read the comic, it's definitely different. But for what they did in here, I really like it. That battle with Captain America, Winter Soldier, Bucky, and Tony Stark, that was really cool, especially when you see the context for it. Tony finds out something that's very tragic that happened in his past, and he says, "Oh, now he has the answers, and now he's pissed." Captain America wants things to go a certain way. Tony wants things to go another way, and you have the two sides. And yeah, the battle itself, really cool. You do have an overarching villain who's kind of around. His motivation is kind of, it makes sense though. I do like the contrast here with the blue and the red. His favorite Marvel, not from MCU. Ooh, probably Spider-Man 2. Yeah. Yeah, probably Spider-Man 2. But even that whole trilogy is fine. But yeah. So, yeah, Civil War, I thought was really good. Of course, you have a big cast here. So I think this is, this was after Avengers. So once again, you got a real huge cast. This is the one that introduced Black Panther into the mix. They have a really good chase scene. I'm waiting for 2021. So many movies are going to come out. Yeah, I think a lot of them are going to come out like on HBO and stuff. Or no, maybe they'll reopen theaters, hopefully. So yeah, Civil War, really good. All right, so now we are down to the top 5. Next up, we have Captain America, the Winter Soldier. This is the 3D cover. There is another one, I think, where I think he's at a different angle. But yeah, Winter Soldier. This was great. Now, I think this is the first film that was done by the Russo brothers. I think it was before they went on to do. I think they did Infinity War and Endgame as well. Yeah, this was great. Really good story, great action, all sorts of stuff. This definitely added a lot more to the MCU as well. Cap versus the Winter Soldier was great. Of course, you have Falcon. Black Widow plays a big role. Nick Fury. Really, really good. My favorite movie is Terminator 2. Awesome. Really good choice, and T2 is awesome. I'm thinking of doing a Terminator live stream thing as well, where I show all the movies and maybe rank those as well. Feel free to let me know that. What you guys think of that. But yeah, Winter Soldier, awesome. Really, really good. And you also get some other characters too. You get some more background about Hydra. Cap goes through some big things, especially when he finds out about Bucky. And yeah. Oh, favorite scene from Marvel. Oh my gosh. Okay, one of them is the elevator fight, which I believe is in this film. Yeah, the elevator fight in here. Really, really good. that must have been hard to choreograph, because you're in such a tight space. But that was awesome. All right. So we are down to the final 4. Next up, we have the original Iron Man. I'm a Godzilla fan. Awesome. Yeah. Godzilla's good too. Can't wait for the next one. Here is the original Iron Man, the one that started it all. Really, really good. And even when this came out, I didn't know at the time that this was going to start like a whole series of films. By Marvel and stuff. I just thought it was, it's just, Iron Man movie. Then Hulk and Thor came out. And then it's like, wait a minute, they're all connected. Wait, this is a whole series. And then it just kept going. This was great. Robert Downey Jr. knocks it out of the park as Tony Stark. He is really, really good. If you read, or may not read, if you see some of the, I think it's the special features, at the time, he was considered a big risk to cast for this, because some things that he was going through and all that. But what a job he did. Really, really good. You have Terrence Howard in here. He was Rhodes before Don Cheadle, for those who haven't seen this one. So that change is kind of weird. But anyway, yeah, I'm waiting for the MCU to continue. Yeah, same here. So yeah, but the original Iron Man, you have Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper Potts, which is great. The chemistry in this film between all the actors and actresses was great. So the original Iron Man definitely got to be up here. All right, and then next up, we have Avengers Endgame. This is number 3. This was great. Very, very good. This answers, or may not answer. Well, it does kind of answer a lot of things. Have you done your game? Oh, video game collection. No. That is an option, though. We have a lot of games for PlayStation and Xbox, Nintendo, GameCube, original Nintendo, Sega Saturn, Nintendo 64. Yeah, man. But Endgame, I thought was really, really good. I did go see this in theater. Like we went to go see Infinity War and then like the later films, or some of them. And yeah, Endgame I thought was awesome. Love what they did with the time travel. Is it kind of wonky? Yeah, it is. But yeah, I want more characters into the MCU. Yeah, I think we're gonna get that. And yeah, so Endgame I thought was really good. Uh, Characters are great. You do have a different kind of Thanos that was in here compared to the the first part, Infinity War, and I think it was initially going to be called Infinity War Part One and then Part Two, and then it kind of just changed over time. Because I remember that announcement. It was like I think it was at a convention. I think it was Comic Con. Best Marvel movie ever. It's up there, definitely. Endgame. This was so fun. The beginning of this film, is actually really dark when you think about it, like very dark. Like you show the cities, it's all like abandoned, things are ruined. And then Ant-Man, when he eventually returns from where he was at, you see all the giant like stone, I guess, markers. And they have all the missing people's names on it that are no longer around. It's just that's incredible. That's just dark when you think about it, but it makes sense though. It does. It makes a lot of sense though. I like the first two movies of the MCU. Ooh, nice. And but yeah, Endgame I thought was really cool. Love the ending to this. Love the ending. That battle scene was great. And the way they cap it off with a special thing they do with Captain America, what happens to Tony. I'm not gonna lie, I had tears. I cried because following all these movies, just going back and watching them all, see what it leads to is incredible. It's so much fun to look back and see all the work that went into this. So, Endgame, number 3. All right, last up, or not last up. So we're down to the last two. So number 2 is Marvel's Avengers. What movie from the Marvel MCU can you not wait for? Ooh, I want to see is the Eternals in there? Black Widow, I want to see. I know that was scheduled for this year. I have to look at that list again. But yeah, here is Marvel's Avengers. Fun film. Huge when this came out. This broke so many records with good reason. This was just great. It was all the films at the time put together, or they had all come out, and then finally it all led to this. This was really, really big, and it was fun to watch too. See all these characters, and it's also cool to see them grow from where they were in this to the other Avengers films, and then so on and so on and so on, and even in their individual movies. It's just incredible what they did. Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. She appeared in what was it? Are you ready for the next James Bond film? Yeah, I am too. She premiered in what was it? Iron Man 2. She's great. She's supposed to get in her own movie. You have Loki. He's like the big villain in here. Although there is another one, and there was a huge teaser of this at the end where I just went, no way, no way. I think a lot of people did. You have Nick Fury, Hawkeye, Hulk, Thor, Cap, Iron Man. Everybody really, really good. Love when the Hulk appears. He's like, that's my secret, Cap. I'm always angry. And then he disappears, just smacks one of those flying creatures. And yeah, what character do you wish for Marvel had a movie? Oh, there's too many to count. Blade was one of them, but it looks like he's gonna get one. And yeah, I like Hulk. Good choice. But yeah, Marvel's Avengers. Love this film. Really, really good. All right, and then last up, number 1. And like I said at the beginning, this is all just, personal opinion, personal feeling, how I kind of enjoy them, in terms of enjoyment and stuff. This I just watch from beginning to end pretty much all the time when I pop them in. And there's others I do too. Avengers Infinity War. Love this film. Josh Brolin as Thanos. What an amazing job he did. And also what they did with the character and the CG work on him. When you look at the like the background, pretty much a lot of background work that went into this, especially his CG. I think there's clips of it like on YouTube and stuff. That was just incredible what they did. The capture. There's even the behind the scenes footage is where you see Josh Brolin. He's in like a suit, I think a motion capture suit. He has like a like kind of like a mask on, kind of, or like a headset. And there's a picture of Thanos like from his head down to his shoulders. So I think it's just to let people know, like, hey, this is Thanos. And the motion capture, which is great. You really feel for this guy. I just watched 3 James Bond films. Oh, cool. And but looking back at this, I can understand why he wants to do what he does. He is a very, very good villain. I love what they did with him. And the cast, everybody is here, pretty much. Pretty much everybody is here, except for 2. Pretty much, you don't have. Well, I won't say in case anyone hasn't seen this. But yeah, then eventually you find out later on, what they were doing. I think I already mentioned it in other movies that I showed earlier. So yeah, Infinity War, really, really good. The heroes lose, pretty much, and it's like a win lose, or almost like a lose lose situation. But the way it happens, they did not pull their punches really. Maybe in some turns, some aspects they did. With what happens to certain heroes or what happens to others. But yeah, this was great. So I want to know the James Bond films I have seen. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, if you want to, or actually, maybe wait till I do the James Bond collection. There we go. But you can if you want. You can list them. And yeah, but Infinity War, love this film. Saw this in theater, and it was great. What a ride! You have the Guardians, you have the Avengers, you have Black Panther, Wakanda. That was great. Best scene in Avengers Infinity Wars. Oh man, the battle on Titan. Love the battle on Titan. Iron Man fights literally till he has nothing left. His suit is literally falling apart. And then with what happens to him, I'm not gonna lie, I went, ugh, what? But yeah, GoldenEye, Moonraker, and Casino Royale. Ooh, love GoldenEye. And yeah, Infinity War, great, great movie. All right, so now I'm gonna display a bunch of these. So that is pretty much my top rankings list for the MCU movies. Feel free to leave me your guys' personal list for what you guys think. Show you guys all the different spines, and then I'll go ahead and display some for you guys. So, all right. EXP gamers, what's up, bro? Yeah, what's up? All right. There goes those. Okay, so now let's go ahead and display a bunch of these, just so you guys can have a nice picture. Okay, I just watched GoldenEye last night. Ooh, good choice. Okay, let's put that, and we'll put these right there. Okay. Ooh, that light is shining on. I do apologize, guys. Yeah, it's getting later in the day. Okay, so now let's put some of the DC films right next to it. So yeah, almost went for about an hour, but you know what? Really, really fun. I don't mind doing this at all. This is just really fun to do. Definitely looking to do more live streams. And definitely do some more lists like this. And I really am thinking of doing like a Terminator one. It was long. Made the time up to 10. Oh, nice. Yeah, that is quite long, if I remember correctly. All right. Yeah, light's going to shine on there a little bit. Okay, so let me move it over. All right. So now let me move over a little bit. Okay. So that pretty much does it for my rankings for the DCEU and MCU movies. Feel free to leave me your guys' list for what you guys think. And also, okay, so favorite scene from the MCU. Ooh, this is tough. Definitely one of them is the elevator fight. Of course, we hate the light. Yeah, the light is kind of weird because it's shining from my window, which is over here. Okay, I'll be back. Nah, I'm still here. Thanks, EXP. Thank you. All right. So, favorite scene. Definitely one of my favorite moments is Thor lifting Mjolnir. That was great. I bet you are standing. No, I'm actually sitting. Because if I stood up right now, no, I'm good. I'm sitting down. Uh, let's see. Thor lifting Mjolnir. All this off some of my favorite moments. The elevator fight. The introduction for Black Widow was good. In like the little match in the ring. That was cool. Iron Man battling Thanos on Titan was great. Guy fought to the very end. What's another one? Let's see. Hulk and Thor teaming up. In Ragnarok, even in Avengers too, where they team up and then they beat up a bunch of people. Then Hulk just punches him. That was just randomly. Or when he's slamming Loki around. Seriously, I love the box designs. Oh, the boxes are cool. I love all these. These are so cool. If anyone wondering, can you still find a lot of these covers? You should be able to. Definitely try secondhand if possible, because getting them in store, they have like the newer releases where they have the different covers now. So they're kind of more plain, whereas these, really love these covers. So yeah, if you're looking for these, maybe look secondhand. You might be able to find them new. My top 10 MCU movies are Endgame, Infinity War, The Incredible Hulk, Civil War, Avengers. Oh, okay. That's a really good list. Yeah. Thank you. Uh, that's another cool moment. Now, favorite character. Ooh. Okay, I'll go favorite hero and then favorite villain. Okay, so favorite hero. Uh, let's see. Oh man, it's tough. I love Iron Man. I really do. I just think that Robert Downey, with what he did in the beginning, I have seen the first two Terminator movies. Sorry about that. Cool, man. Um, Robert Downey as Iron Man is really, really good. Vision was cool too. I like what they did with him. Really love his look. Thor is definitely up there, especially when they change him up, give him like a more comedic, more kind of like comedic type feel. Cap is great. This is so hard to choose. Hulk is good. Black Panther is awesome. Spider-Man, Tom Holland, when he gets introduced in what was it? Was Civil War? That teaser that came out. Oh my gosh, they were just as good as each other. Yeah. Uh, man, I think it's a cross between Iron Man and I would say Thor. Actually, now I think about it, I think I love Thor. Yeah, because especially when he changes. When he goes for the more comedic tone. Let me move over here. Okay, now you guys can see a little better. But yeah, definitely love those two. Now, favorite villains: Loki and Thanos. Love Loki and Thanos. Loki was great. Tom Hiddleston just does a really good job. The God of Mischief, just having fun with it. And Thanos, Josh Brolin, even in Endgame, knowing that it's more like a younger Thanos. Oh, Isaac, do I like Fat Thor? Oh, Fat Thor was funny as heck. That was great. And you know what? He was rocking that. He was rocking the fat even at the end. When do you live stream? Okay. So I have been doing the Q&As as live stream. I think I might do those as regular videos, so I might go back to doing that. And then just so they appear more clearly. And then I'm probably going to do a live stream every Sunday, which will be the first video of the new week for each week. So this one is on a regular movie one, and then the next Sunday will be on a more animated or anime and manga related one, and then it'll change up from there, and then change up back and forth. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'll do. I think I'll just live stream every Sunday. So yeah, just to let you know. The times might change though, because things have been getting real busy now that it's in holiday season. So just to give you guys some more info there. But Thanos is just amazing. Really, really good. He's the hero, if you think about it, in his own movie in Infinity War. He's pretty much the hero of the movie. And the Avengers and all that are like the villains. So it's kind of like reverse, because he's trying to accomplish his goal, which you is wrong with why he wants or how he wants to go about it. but still, you feel for the guy. You know, you get why he even says like he was called a madman. Because I think he's known as the Mad Titan. He's from a place called Titan. So, uh, yeah, it has almost been an hour. Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm having fun with it. So this might take a while longer to upload, but hey, feel free to check it out. And yeah, so those are my two favorite villains. Uh, I thought they were great. I thought Taserface. I don't know if he's a villain or kind of anti-hero. Taserface from what was it, Guardians 2? A Rock is like that's the most terrible name I've ever heard. That was funny. Oh, here's another funny scene: the Pac-Man scene from Guardians 2 with Star Lord and his father. That was funny. But yeah, favorite movie. Okay, did I say the favorite movie? Okay, so favorite. I'll give you my top three. Favorite. Well, I did just kind of do it already. So Infinity War definitely up there. Love the first Iron Man. Hulk. Love his film. Hopefully he gets another one. Out of the Guardians films, love the first one. Out of the Ant-Man movies, mostly love the first one. Second one's good too. And that's pretty much it. Thor Ragnarok is great. You know, Endgame, Infinity War, they coincide with each other. You can watch these two as like one big film. It is awesome. It has been an hour. Oh yeah, yeah, it has. And then for DC, definitely love Wonder Woman. Thought that was great. Shazam, I really love the comedy. I like that they went more lighthearted. Because when you think about the DCEU films, they go so dark at the beginning. And it's kind of like, now I get where they were trying to go, possibly. I do remember hearing some possible rumors or speculation that they were going to go for, I think, multiple Justice League films or maybe like an Injustice type thing. I think it was with Batman v Superman, I think. Yeah, so Wonder Woman's great. Justice League, you know, definitely want to see the Snyder cut. Suicide Squad has some fun moments also. Man of Steel is cool to start out with. Yeah, so that pretty much be like my favorites. I said to you because I don't want to miss another live stream. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. And yeah, so overall, that's pretty much my thoughts. Oh, so favorite characters and favorite villains for the DCEU films. Let's see. Ben Affleck's Batman. It's really good. I do like the Flash. I thought he was pretty funny. Cyborg is not bad. The CGI is kind of weird. But you know, going for a different look, different tone. Jason Momoa as Aquaman, I thought was fun. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman's great. Henry Cavill's good. I think it's really just the writing. Even with the MCU films, some of these movies, the writing can be kind of off. You know, kind of off and on. So you know, it kind of depends. You know what the movie's going for, what kind of tone, and all that. And yeah, so really, really good. So actually, hold on a sec, guys. I'm gonna fix this lighting because it's starting to bother me. Okay, give me a second. Let's see. Oh, that's better. Okay, so that's a little better. Yeah, lighting's still kind of poking through. So actually, let me do this. Nah, now I'll just leave it like that. Okay, so yeah, that pretty much does it for this video. So please feel free, let me know any other suggestions that you guys have. I am thinking of maybe doing a Terminator one as a live stream format. Definitely James Bond. I definitely want to do that because we have quite a bit. Also with Terminator. Maybe Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. We have some Blade Runner, different versions. And anime and manga as well. I'm going to do that live stream format too. I had fun talking to you. Oh, same here, Z-Man. Same here. Thank you. And yeah, just really having fun with this. So stay tuned for more live streams. So pretty much that'll be a thing now. I'm just going to live stream every Sunday. One will be movie, TV show related. The other will be anime and manga related. So we'll switch it up. So next week will be anime and manga related. So stay tuned for that. And feel free, once again, leave me your guys' list for the MCU and DCEU movies. How do you guys rank them from either best to worst, terms of enjoyment? Which one did you guys enjoy the least, all the way to the best? Feel free to let me know. And thank you guys for watching. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.